And welcome in. One more time for the music to go around? No, no, no. That's enough. Sorry, man. You would think I haven't been streaming before. It seems like it's taking me longer and longer to get going again. Anyway, thanks for your patience, everybody. Welcome to Foxtrot's Hangar. I'm your host, Foxtrot, and right above me is my in-real-life next-door neighbor, my good friend.
Doesn't it show you X and square?
Oh, there's a shout-out.
Instead of the button number? And I'm done.
Oh my god. Is that Epic? Is Epic back? Is that Epic? Let me look here. That was Viper. Viper. Oh my god. Viper's back. Viper, you got me good. My headset was turned loud. Oh my god. Oh man. Good one.
Hello.
Hey, Epic. Good to see you, bud. Or hear you. Nice. All right, let me get my my angle of the dangle set up there. Is that Tree?
Good evening.
There he is. I was just giving you an introduction. My wonderful crab hunting, salmon hunting, fishing, in real life next door neighbor, good friend and co-host here at Foxtrot's Hangar. There he is, right there. Welcome in.
Good evening. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Looking forward to tonight.
Ooh, RNAV, ILS. Ooh.
I know.
For an RNAV, you have to have a GPS, by the way.
Oh,
Hey,
do I?
Yeah.
I can do it with an ILS though.
You can do an ILS without a GPS.
Okay, I'll have to try that because that's what my dad would have done. I'll have to try that. I can put a GPS or a Garmin in here, but yeah, I'll try it without. All right, let's see. First stream of yours that I've been in since before I left for vacation. It's been a minute, right? It's been a minute, Viper. Welcome back, man. Glad you had a great vacation. Nice. Welcome back. And let's see. DH is giving a shout out there to Viper. DH says, be on the lookout for Got Friends releasing the Wildcat. You'll have the working guns, bombs you can drop, flares, and you can catapult, launch, and tailhook anywhere. Is that dropping tonight, DH? Is that happening tonight?
That's why it's one of the best parks in the league.
I was just going to do that, Viper. Thanks for that shout out for yourself. Here we go. Let's see. Dylan says, so you're possibly going to do some practice approaches. Yes. That will be nice to see. I don't know. It might be.
I don't know.
It might be entertaining.
Yeah. For those who watch, those who are doing might be painful. We don't know.
STW will just apologize in advance.
Yes.
So,
and Flux, I got to say, I told you earlier, I downloaded that 42. Got off of Orbix.
Parallel 42 Flow Pro.
Yeah, Flow Pro. Yep. So still getting used to that. So then hooking Navigraph up to that too, and I think I finally got everything binded. Not perfect, but enough to at least it's workable.
And one thing I learned about that Flow Pro is, I think you can hit the Tab key on the keyboard to invoke it, but it'll spawn wherever your mouse is.
Yes.
All right. So that took me a minute to go like, God, why is it spawning over there? Why is it spawning in the middle? And then I'm like, oh, my mouse is over there.
Right. And just so you know, I rebinded that to the left control key because if I'm in VR, I need to feel the keyboard, and hitting the tab key is difficult in VR. And then I also mapped it to one of my switches on my HOTAS so I could get it in VR. So that was helpful.
Nice. Move that window over there.
Oh yeah, the traffic is pretty insane at Louisville. That's why I'm at Bowman.
Oh, really?
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
Epic.
Hello.
So, Tree, just FYI, I believe what this means tonight is STW will not be on tower. He's going to be on approach. So tower is going to hand us off to STW.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
After and when we come back.
yeah. So we'll be talking to. We got to look. Let's take a look and see if they got anybody on ground. Let me catch up with chat first, though, real quick. It's been a little while since we've been here. Let me see what was going on in chat. Epic was coming in saying howdy, long time no see. Thank you, Epic. A lot of points, and DC3 is inbound. Nice. And Piper was checking in. Let's get this party started. Yeah, yep. Took me a minute. Okay, let's see. You guys are saying evening to each other. DH was checking in with all the emotes. Yeah, thanks for that support for the emotes there, DH. That's awesome. Dylan checking in, saying hello. Evening. Nice. Piper working that moderator stuff. Nice. Okay, we're all caught up here. Let's see. Dylan just said, DH. Hey, guess who's here? Live from Foxtrot's Hangar.
Hollywood, The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. This is Ed McMahon along with Doc Severinsen.
Hello, Doc Splasher.
Good evening.
Oh my God. Yeah, you did. Oh man.
This is doable.
This is doable, he says in his shout out preview there. Yeah, welcome in, Splasher. Good to see you. Let's see, Dylan says that to DH there that he thinks Willie will be showing it off on Friday. We'll have to check out his stream on Friday. DH says he's been sick all day in bed. Laughing, maybe we'll give you a help. Oh, hopefully we'll cheer you up a little bit there, DH.
Yeah.
And he says, DH says, you will love Flow. You can set it to spawn in the center if you want. Okay, good, DH. Thank you.
Oh, that's good to know. Thanks.
Nice. All right. The gang's all here. Are we just checking in?
How you doing, Fox?
Hey, STW. Our approach North Star. Congrats on achieving that as well.
41. What the heck?
Stu, did you already take your Ricky out?
Are you why does it keep nosing down? Don't nose down. It's gonna be as bad as it was tonight, if not worse.
Yeah, it's starting to look like things are a little crowded here, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, they were crowded for like 10 or 15 minutes. So, it comes in waves.
So on our flight plan, or if we're going to be heading, if we're doing VFR, we could still have our departure airport and destination as KSDF, and then go outside of the pattern. It just means that we're coming back, right? So we could still have departure and destination.
You know what you could do? You just request IFR practice approaches instead of VFR practice approaches, and then we treat you as IFR. We give you the headings, the altitudes, and all that.
Okay. We'll request IFR approaches.
Yeah, if you're VFR, the phraseology for the approach is a little bit different.
And what you shared with us was IFR stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we take off, and we're requesting IFR flight following before we take off. And we head out. We can have our departure.
No, not IFR flight following, an IFR flight plan to Louisville.
An IFR flight plan to Louisville. Okay,
basically you just leave the route blank, or a lot of people will put practice approaches in there on VatSim.
Okay, let me start doing that right now.
Yeah, let's get VatSim up.
Yeah, you select IFR instead of VFR in the little drop-down box at the top left.
Okay, let me get that going here. Let me share that with folks. Gonna have to handhold us here a little bit. Let's see.
Hopefully I don't get too busy.
Yeah, if you do, we'll understand. It's all good. I want to share that screen over there. All right, so this is called vPilot, everybody. If you're new to VatSim, this is how you connect to the VatSim network. And we're about to do that. You want to make sure that in your settings you have your push to talk is set up for, you bind it to your, I bind it to my left control key on my keyboard. That's how I talk on the radios. And then under, I'm gonna go ahead and connect now. So let's see, connect. That's all good. Connect. All right, we are connected to the voice server. And now we're going to go to flight plan. The radio frequencies are all coming in. There's a approach. That's where SDW is. That's where we'll be talking to him. Ooh, somebody spawned on me. Okay, flight plan. So up here on the flight plan, it should show up on the stream here in a second. There's a flight type, VFR. That's what we've been doing all this time. But tonight, we're going to venture forth and try IFR. Okay. Departure airport. KSDF. Destination is going to be KSDF. Departure time. Let me take a look at my clock here. It is 2:16 Zulu, so we'll say 2:30 a.m. Zulu. Sorry, chat. Let me take a look here in a second. 2:30, 02:30 Zulu. Time en route, 2 hours, fuel on board. That's all good. That's all good. We'll have to look at our cruise altitude on the sectional. Make sure 1900 is acceptable. So let me get that pulled up. And I haven't got Navigraph yet, so I will be pulling up SkyVector. And we're saying ASDF. ASDF. We want to take a look at the... What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Oh, the... Yeah, I don't want to pull up the airport diagram. I want to look at the sectional. So, if we're going to be flying out any distance, what are the altitudes we'd be safe at, right? So, in the Charlie airspace here, I think it's called Charlie. It's surface. So we'll be on tower the whole time we're in this inner circle here. But if we were to venture out a little bit further, up here in this kind of north and northwest quadrant, we could be at 2,200, below 2,200, and be safe. Down here, we could be 1,700, 1,700. All right, so 1,700 is I'm gonna put in like 1,600, 1,650. As long as there's no obstructions. I think
1650.
Yeah, there's 13, there's 12. I'm looking for obstructions. See if there's any high obstructions in the area that's that high, and there does not seem to be. Everything's like 13. The 1650, I think, will be our cruise altitude. So let's pull that up. Ooh, only get 1,400. Can I key it in? 1,550.
Oh, I did. I got 16 for cruise altitude.
Yep, I got it. Yep.
Yep.
All right, and then SDW just mentioned under route. Oh, what did he say? Approach practice.
Okay.
Good evening to the dynamic duo. Welcome in, EVVC Bolts there.
Hey, welcome in.
Practice approach. All right, thank you. Hey, Resolated, thank you. Oh man, Dylan is on his way down here too in the DA62 from Zelenopole. Zelenopole. Yeah, say that 5 times real fast. Practice approach. Oh my god. New to VatSim beginner! Exclamation, exclamation. Alright, let's close that.
We have to pilot first?
Yeah, I should file it. Alright. We're making it real. File flight plan. It's real now.
Okay, I'll be right back, Blocks.
Alright. Let's see. Somebody spawned in on me. Turn that off. And got full screen again. I'm gonna have to slide sideways here a little bit.
I think it's Dylan on top of you.
Is he? Okay, let me push back here. Parking brakes off. 50p. Pushing back. I gotta wait for that little car to come get me.
Also, that's not me in the DC-3. To your right.
No?
That is not me. I'm in a P-51 and I'm in the air.
Cool.
So.
Parking brake is off. Getting a pushback here in a second. There we go. Let's get free and clear of Dylan there.
Oh wait, no, Dylan is arriving, not departing. That's
Oh, okay. Must be somebody else then. All right, Gary. Thanks for the push, Gary. Much appreciated. All right. We need to take a listen to ATIS, and we're not having to print these out as much anymore because we have printouts of all of the airports that Stu has been working lately now, so we just go grab it out of our file now. So this is KSDF, and you'll notice that in the top right corner up there, you'll have your radio frequencies and stuff, and what the tower wants to be called. So they want to be called Louisville Tower, and we want to get ATIS on 118.725, so let's get that tuned in. Get some power on this bird. Okay. Fuel pump's coming on. Let's get that's on the left tank. Sounds good. Tanks are full. Right and left, looking good. Get that fuel pump primed per second. And the chocks are off. We'll get rid of that. There it is. Okay. That's primed. Crack throttle. Prop mixture full forward. Clear prop. Nice. We don't need it up that high. Back it off a little bit here. We'll let her warm up while we get the ATIS. All right. Have a listen to ATIS here. We say 118. Oops, if I do the right radio. 118.72. Got it on.
All aircraft read back all runway hold short instructions. Pre-departure clearance available on request. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Push and start at pilot's discretion. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet.
Juliet.
Stanford Airport ATIS information, Juliet 0156 Zulu Special. 1070 at 3. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 30,000. Temperature 22. 2.7. Altimeter 3006. Simultaneous visual approaches in use, runway 35 left. And 35er. Simultaneous departures in use, runway 35 left. And 35er. Notices to air mission. All aircraft read back all runway hold short instructions. Pre-departure clearance available on request. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Push and start at pilot's discretion. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet.
All right, information, Juliet. Let's see, we've got wind is 070 at 3 knots. So not too much of a wind. 10 square mile. Few clouds at 3,000. Altimeter is at 3006. Let's get that keyed in here. 3006. And simultaneous approaches on 35 left and 35 right. Good duck.
You saw that? Really?
I heard it on the ATIS.
Yeah. Oh, 35 simultaneous departures, 35 left and right. I see departures for 35 left and right. That means we got to taxi all the way over to.
Gotta taxi a long way.
Yeah, I think we'll go down to Echo to 35 right is probably what we can do. We can request it.
You're probably gonna get Echo too.
Oh,
Yeah.
35 right. Yeah, Echo to 35 right. To Echo 2.
Yeah, what is that? Because we don't need to go all the way down to the end.
No.
Yeah, there's Echo 2. I
Midfield.
wonder if we could take off from Gulf there before without crossing 29. I wonder if,
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, let's ask for that, but I don't see there's not an Echo entrance. Echo 3, we could take Echo to Echo 3 and probably have enough room to take off.
well, there's a Gulf entrance. You see right below Echo 3.
Oh,
there's
that's
Gulf.
right, Gulf. Okay, yeah, we could take Echo to Gulf.
That should be plenty of runway to get up in the air, I would think.
Yep, I would think so.
All right, so now we got to figure out where the heck are we going. All right, so let me confirm real quick and see if we have ground. Let me see if we have to contact ground first. Give me 1 second here. And I'll share that on my screen so people see what I'm doing. This is another application VatSim uses called VatSpy. And you can find who's online. I'm zooming into KSDF. There we go. And just kind of hover over it. Yep, we have ground and tower. So yeah, we'll have ground, tower, and so what we're gonna say is we're gonna be requesting approach practicing approach. So does that mean that tower will then know to hand us off to approach
Yes.
and vector us accordingly and tell us, you know, altitude and heading, and then hand us off to. So we don't have to have a destination in mind. We can just say we're practicing approach. We'll take off. They'll vector us, hand us off to approach, and then STW will vector us. Is what I'm guessing.
So basically, how it works is when you taxi out and take off, tower will just give you like runway heading, and then you'll and then about like 1 mile from the runway, you'll get sent over to approach, and then it'll vector you.
Okay. And then I don't have a Garmin, so if he's telling me a waypoint, I'm not going to be able to see it. So how do I do that?
So you insert the ILS frequency, and usually you can get a pretty good guess just by guessing where it is, and then you could just follow the little line on your ILS thing. I forgot what it's called. VOR navigation.
So is that going to take me to the waypoint?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I can tune in the waypoint and fly to the waypoint.
Well, you can tune in the ILS. You can't. There's no waypoint. It's
Okay, okay. So the ILS is going to be the landing runway heading that I'm going to be lining up with.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You think we should have done this off stream a couple of times? Let's see.
Yeah.
So we'll tune into ILS, and then I'll have my arrow. Yeah, and I don't think I have to worry about glide slope and stuff like that, do I?
If you're doing practice ILSs, you probably should, but in a GA plane, it's easy to capture it.
Okay. I'll be looking for that as well. Then to tune in the ILS, I put that in my nav1 radio, correct?
Yes, so you have to go look up the approach charts, which I can pull them up right now. So for the ILS 35 right approach, it would be 110.55, and then you would set like your little VOR navigation, I guess, tick or whatever, to heading 350.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, so what are we putting in navigation?
You are putting 110.55.
So I'm putting it in my nav2 radio right now, just in case I have to put something else. But I'll have 110.55 kind of down here on the ready, and then I can put it up here if I need it, just in case they give me something else in the meantime. Okay. So that's the ILS approach, and then I want runway heading for the course indicator. I want 35.
350, yeah.
Okay, so what are we putting for standby? I got 110.55 in nav, and for standby, we're gonna do what?
Well, okay, so tree,
110.55.
yeah, tree. What I did is on nav radio 1, I just left it alone for now. On nav radio 2 on my screen, it's the bottom radio. I put in the frequency that we're going to be using later, 110.55. I'm not ready for it yet.
Got it. That's what I have too.
Are we supposed to be able to see your plane right now?
I think so.
Because
No,
I
we don't
see,
see it.
I see sky
Gray.
vector, whatever it's called.
We got gray.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant in the sim.
That's by. That's it.
I thought you meant in the sim. Okay, so for right now, I'm putting in the frequency that we need for the approach in nav 2 because I'm not ready to use it just yet, and I'm not touching nav 1 frequency just yet. I'll probably end up putting it up there in a minute, but just for now, to wrap my head around what I'm doing, I'm putting it down in standby 110.55. Then
Okay.
we got to tune in our course on our course indicator. You have your heading bug, your heading indicator, and you have your course. I'm tuning in the HSI course to 350 right now.
Okay, hang on here. I got to do that then. Then I want you, Flox, you can look at my screen. See if I'm. Okay, so 350 is what we're going to tune the course.
Okay, let's do this. That. Here. Click on that. Go down here. We'll look at your screen. Okay, yeah, your course looks good. And then
you see mine?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm that's correct. I should be pointing down.
Yep, that's how mine is.
350. Okay, and see, I don't need Discord anymore. Okay, and then over here, so I've got 110.55 on standby, and then nav. I haven't done anything with the second. So you talk about two nav radios. Mine are in the Baron. It's standby and what you're using, which would be essentially the same thing. Just call it differently.
Okay, okay. Okay.
And hey, Sergeant Staff.
Sergeant Staff's here. Hey, welcome in. Nice, welcome in,
Okay.
man. Good to see you, bud. We're trying to set ourselves up to hopefully pull off an ILS landing. Crossing our fingers here. Okay, so yeah, it looks like you have what I have. So
Okay.
yeah, that's looking good, Tree. Okay,
Okay, and when we talk about approach, so STW is going to have his own frequency once we get in there, and Tower's going to tell us to tune to whatever approach is. When we say approach, is that covering departure and approach?
Yeah.
Okay, we just don't.
Yeah, I think in this case, STW's wearing two hats, right? There could be an approach controller, and you could have also a departure controller. So
I see.
So, but I think in this case tonight they don't have that. It's just STW, so he's wearing both hats.
Okay, so it's just one other frequency we're going to have to put in. So ground is 121.7. So once we're airborne and we get departure, he's going to give us a frequency.
That's right.
That's what we're going to want to put in standby or radio 2 in your case.
Yeah.
Correct?
So yeah. So I'll
because
have
the tower, because we'll be using tower
right
to leave, and then he's going to say tune departure at such and such, and then we'll put that in standby, and then we'll switch over.
Perfect.
And then we've got okay.
Yep. That's exactly right. And then STW is going to vector us. So I don't have a Garmin. So hopefully he can give me a heading.
Well, yeah. Why doesn't he just give us a head? I don't understand. And what's the difference between a heading and a vector? And
oh well, see on your Garmin,
you
might be able to see the waypoint that he's going to give us.
I see.
Right. So you could be looking at your Garmin and know if you're flying towards it or not.
I see.
And yeah, you should have like little waypoints on there.
Well, I'll have that little navgraph, which I'm not sharing right now. I would think. Wouldn't little nav maps have the same waypoints?
Yeah, it would. Yep.
So why can't we just refer to that and fly towards them?
You can. You can. Yeah. And
I mean, if he just gives us a heading, fly 350, we fly 350, and then we just look for the waypoint. And then once we hit the waypoint, are we doing a 180 and coming back?
We'll find out. I think so. Or, you know, there might be a pattern that we follow. So we should probably pull up an approach plate for 35 right.
I'm gonna see how the ILS is in VA aircraft just real quick. I'm doing the ILS.
Well, this is a lot to keep track of. Oh, just like when we first did pattern work, that was overwhelming. So, you're right.
So let me share my screen because I'm messing around with a little nav map right now. Sergeant Staff's heading out to get ready for work, and he's Sergeant Staff was checking in, letting us know that he's still around because, as he mentions, he's been absent a little bit lately. As have I, Sergeant Staff. So we actually missed each other and came back about the same time, I think.
Yeah, we have.
So up here on little nav map, if you can see my screen, there's a little triangle up there at the top.
Hang on, I'm trying to overhear with the radio. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, up here at the very top, there's like a little triangle, and that turns on all the waypoints. You can see the little triangles coming in for the landing. So there's.
I've got little triangles already.
Okay, okay. And then do you have the ILS feathers activated? There's the little green cone.
Yeah, the green airways. Yeah, the green approaches. Yes.
Okay.
So if you have little nav map, you can probably actually fly an RNAV.
Okay. Okay, say that again, Epic.
You could fly RNAV, he says.
Hold on.
Which I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we don't know enough about RNAV yet. We know that's what commercial uses. And GA.
So so down here, if you look at my map, here's the ILS approach for 35 right, and you can see the waypoints out here. Safelit, UPSCO, right? So he may vector us out to these waypoints. And just like this guy's doing, he's lining up with UPSCO at a certain altitude, and then with the frequency tuned in, when we hit that waypoint at a certain altitude, we'll be able to pick up the course and the what do you call it? The line that tells you how to descend. I can't remember what that line's called. Anyways.
Also, if you see the call sign 26 Romeo, that's me. I'm currently on the ILS.
So I think we're going to take off. Okay, we'll head out over the river. We're going to get handed over to departure or approach. He should vector us and say, go heading, 180 or something. And he will vector us down to where these waypoints are for the ILS approach. And he's going to tell us, to go to UPSCO, I'm guessing, at, 2,000 feet. I don't know. And when we hit UPSCO at 2,000 feet, then we're going to be looking at our indicators. Now, you have the Garmin, so you're going to see, you might see a pink or magenta horizontal line off to the side of your Garmin that's going to start it'll be in the middle there if you're at the right altitude when we hit that waypoint. And then it's going to start descending, and then you need to follow it down to kind of keep it in the middle. Follow that line down. And that's going to be your approach. All right? And then you're also going to have the on your course indicator, which I'm looking at on my screen right here, you're going to have that yellow needle that's going to be going off to the left or the right that we're going to use to center on the runway. That's why we have the course 350 tuned in, so that this tells us that we're going down the center of the runway. And then you're going to have one of these crossbar things on your Garmin that's going to be telling your glide slope indicator.
And I have to go get out of the plotter mode and go into something to the CDI.
I don't know.
I don't know how it's going to show. I've never seen this Garmin do a glide slope. I know that in ILS that's what it needs to do. I just never seen it.
That's a question for chat or STW or somebody. Is what mode does he need to have his Garmin on for an ILS approach?
For an ILS, you need to have it on localizer, so that should be Victor Lima Oscar Charlie on your CDI. It
Okay, I
should
don't.
say GPS. It should say LOC or Victor Lima Oscar.
Oh, I've got Delta Tango Kilo in the upper right.
Let me see here.
Ground speed.
Hold on, let me look at your screen. It's at the bottom. It's under CDI. Do you see that?
Yeah, CDI. Okay, I pressed that.
Yeah, and then that's correct. It should be on Victor Lima Oscar Charlie 1.
Okay, so I'm correct. So when I come on our approach, when we get close enough, it's automatically convert to a glide slope.
Yeah, where do you see the glide slope on his?
The glide slope, I believe, would be with your.
This guy right here.
I think it's a bit to the
OBS.
left. No, I think it's a bit to the left.
Here,
I think it's
look
one of
at
your steam gauges.
It's one of your gauges.
One of your steam gauges on this one.
Oh, then it's
Yeah, it's below the vertical speed.
right there.
Yeah.
So this is going to come into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to change that to heading 350.
Oh, I did the wrong one then. Okay, so 350. Okay, so why did? Okay, so this was the wrong one to change.
Well,
So here,
I think that'll come in handy also because
Yeah,
you might be
you're supposed to
looking.
keep 'em both.
They both need to be set the same, I think.
Okay.
So the one below the vertical speed, that one is your glide slope.
What's going to happen is if you're too low, that middle horizontal line that's going across horizontally is it's gonna go up.
right?
And then if you're too high, it's gonna start dropping down. And your goal as you're descending is to keep it right in the middle where it's at right now,
Right. Okay.
type of thing.
Okay.
This-
Yeah, I get that part.
And you know what? This is just gonna be a huge learning experience.
It is.
If we see something and it's like, oh, I see, success. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just going to be a huge learning experience,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
and it might get confusing, and it might get. I'm just calling it out. It might get confusing. We might get frustrated, and if we get to that point, you know what we're going to do? We're going to land. We're going to change our flight plan to pattern work, and we'll get up in the pattern.
Oh. Okay. Yep. Okay.
We're just going to, dip
Well,
ourselves in it, and if we like the temperature of the water, we'll stay in a little bit. If not,
Yes, I on the same page. A quote comes to mind: "Every journey begins with the first step."
Okay, so you need to get your glide slope indicator there on 350. If you hover your mouse over that little dial indicator there for it, what does it say? Does it tell you 350 or what does it say?
Oh, but I thought I had it at 350.
Oh, do you already? I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Can you hear? Look, let me get you closer here. So the arrow, the up arrow, the top arrow is pointing towards 350.
Oh, okay, good. All right, good. All
Or
right.
340. Yeah, 3534. Okay, so I need to go a little bit. Maybe that's 350, perhaps. Yeah, because that would be 360 as 0. So
Right.
yeah. Okay, so I think that's tuned correctly.
So theoretically, the middle up and down line, that's going to center you down the runway. So if it starts going to the right or the left, that means you're not centered on the runway, so you got to correct. Then the horizontal one that's going across is your descent that you're going to be following. It's your vertical.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed.
All right, Epic. Thanks for checking in.
Hey,
bud.
thanks for the help too.
Yeah, there's a lot of online forums I can find about each aircraft and how to do a glide slope and stuff in them. They're really good to read, and then yeah. All right, see ya.
Okay, Epic. Thanks.
Famous last advice for us there. Here we go.
Yeah. I don't know, Flux. Maybe we should go to bed too.
I know, right?
It's like we're still alive sitting here. Oh gosh. And you're doing
something
it in
over
the
on the
dark.
stream about last advice. What was that?
Oh,
le-
yeah. Epic was saying. Oh God, what did he just say? Now I can't remember.
Well, he's going to bed.
He's going to bed, and he was saying, there's a bunch of online content for figuring out how to use your glide slope indicator and such for your different aircraft, and it's a good read. And then he's like, quack, good night. And it's like, oh yeah, some famous last words as he's signing off as we're getting ready to screw things up.
You'll be just fine.
Yeah. All right, so I think it's time to call ground, get taxi clearance.
Yeah, here's a tip for you. Whenever I have you turn onto the localizer, as I'm saying the heading to fly, be putting that in your autopilot.
Okay.
Instead of waiting to read back the whole thing and then put the heading in.
Okay, and then I can read it back by what I just put in.
Yeah.
If I forget, because I might get task saturation. Okay,
yeah, definitely you will. You definitely will.
I need to turn on the autopilot as I take off then. Okay. So it's 350. Let me get my heading bug going for 350. Sorry, man. This is
That's a lot. Well, the way the autopilot works on this Baron is I can just clip it on the heading as soon as I stir to it.
Oh, good.
It's the easiest way to do it for me.
Okay.
So that's what I'll do. So if he says fly 225, I'll just turn it 225, and then I'll just click it, hold the heading.
All right, Louisville ground. Oh my God, are we ready for this? Louisville ground is ground is 121.7. Tower is 124.2. And then I gotta cheat and look at VPilot and look for approach. Approach is 132.32. 132.32. And Stu, are you there?
Yeah.
All right. So when we take off and Tower hands us over to you, is he going to be saying that he's handing us over to departure? Because you're wearing two hats tonight, right? You're kind of both departure and approach. And then when you vector us in for landing, you become approach, or do we call you approach all night tonight?
You can call me really whatever you want. Approach is fine. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It could be departure on that first contact, but then approach from there on.
Okay. All right. That's good. I just wanted to wrap my head around that as well. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Ground 121.7. We can do this. 121.7.
November Kilo Sierra 1232, Louisville ground. Welcome to Louisville. Safe parking.
1232, we will take wherever.
November Kilo Sierra 1232, Roger. You can taxi to the terminal via left turn Bravo, then join Golf Mike to the terminal. Have a good night.
Alright, let's turn on Bravo, Golf Mike to the terminal, Spirit Wings 1232.
Ground, Sky 536 for Alpha, looking to pick up for IFR to Moorhead.
November 5346, correction, November 5364 Alpha, Louisville ground. Good evening, I have your clearance on request, standby number 2.
Ready, copy.
Okay, just waiting on turn. Go ahead.
They want to be Louisville ground, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, we got the full tower cab tonight.
Yeah, I know it adds another layer. That's good for us, but okay. Well, we're going to do our best.
Ground. Good evening again. This is Douglas, November 3890. We have information. Julia on board and sitting in the FBO parking lot, requesting IFR to Lexington.
November 3890, Louisville ground. Good evening. As your clear on request, standby number 3.
9638, could I use taxiway Delta 1 to make a short takeoff?
JL 9638, you can use Delta 1, hold for 35 right at Delta 1, and standby.
It's like real life. We're waiting our turn.
JL 9638, taxiway Delta 1, hold at runway 35 right.
Screaming 1232, just want to confirm clear across 29.
Have you talked to him yet at all?
No, I'm getting ready to.
Okay, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Louisville ground, Piper November 6318 Romeo with information Juliet. We're looking to do some approach practice. Requesting intersection departure 35 right at Gulf if possible. We're in the FBO parking ramp.
November 6318 Romeo, Louisville ground. Good evening. I have your clearance on request, standby number 4.
What was the last part he said?
Louisville ground, Charlie Tango Alpha Whiskey. We're holding.
He said clearance on request number 4.
He said
Charlie Tango
what?
Alpha Whiskey, Louisville ground. Actually, I have to amend your
So that means you're like number 4 in the queue.
Right.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Ready to copy for
Yeah, he's not as efficient as me.
Nobody is. Yeah, he didn't
Charlie
give you a
Tango Alpha
squawk yet,
Whiskey,
right?
You're cleared to the Indianapolis International Airport via ESO. By that direct correction, via radar director ESO, then Gibbs.
So I gotta tell him I'm ready to taxi.
The other of your flight plan
basically.
demand change.
You haven't got a squawk yet, right?
I haven't got a squawk code yet. No.
Okay, good. Control keys are separate. Beautiful.
And so for 15, are we cleared to go ahead and contact tower?
So whenever you're ready, Tree, if you want to do kind of the same thing as I did, and then you'll probably say the same thing.
Louisville Tower,
You're number 5 in clearance upon request, and that means that we have to call for clearance. And let them know we're ready to taxi, but we can do that in a minute.
9638, I'm holding short at runway 35 right.
Standby.
Louisville ground, Piper November 1137 Victor, looking to do approach work, requesting taxi Echo to Golf, 35 right, midfield departure.
Southwest 1015, contacting tower 124.2. Happy birthday, Spirit.
I wonder if that went out.
It did, I heard you.
Okay, and it sounded like on the radio?
Yeah.
And Charlie Tango Alpha Whiskey, you're clear to the Indianapolis International Airport via radar vectors ESO.
Oh, he was working on sleeveless clearance.
Radar vectors ESO to Dick 3 arrival into Indianapolis for Charlie Alpha Tango Whiskey.
Charlie Tango Alpha Whiskey, thank you. Now you can contact Louisville Tower 124.2. Enjoy your flight.
Over tower, good night.
Ground 5. Ground 536 for Alpha, ready copy to Moorhead.
Yeah, he might not have been able to get you going there.
I'm just going to turn around, sure.
Good evening, ground air combat 8769. Request taxi over to stand 4.
Yeah, whenever you get a chance there, go ahead, try it again there, Tree.
Okay. All right.
机箱者638联系塔台12402再见。
Yeah, try this again.
638联系塔台12402再见。
And the last stage, the last aircraft calling for say your call, thank you.
Air Canada 8769, request taxi over to stand 4 over at Delta 4.
Air Canada 8769, Louisville ground, welcome to Louisville. You can taxi the terminal via right turn Delta, left turn Papa, hotel to the terminal. Have a good night.
Taxi Delta Papa Hotel over to the terminal. Air Canada 8769. Thank you so much for your help.
Ground 6 for Alpha, ready, copy.
Oh man.
Number 5364 Alpha. As your clearance out request, stand by next to.
Louisville ground, Piper November 1137 Victor requesting approach work, taxi via Echo Golf for 35 right.
November 1137 Victor, Louisville ground. I have your clearance on request. Stand by number 4.
Okay, what do you say there?
He has your clearance and taxi upon request. You're number 4, so you'll be after me.
Okay, and I got to repeat that back to him?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And he hasn't given us a squawk yet?
No, he has not. Yeah, so now we're going to say ready to taxi. And now we'll get our taxi instructions and maybe a squawk code. We might not get a squawk code until we talk to tower. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So now we can say we're ready to taxi.
1214, Louisville ground. I have your clearance. Advise next copy.
Ready, copy. UPS 1214.
UPS 1214, you're clear. Outside airport, cargo 4 departure, cargo condition, red cloud. Maintain 5,000, expect flight level 340, 1 minute after.
Wait, low, kind of.
It's going to be 132.32 and squawk 2617.
He'll give us a squawk code.
Okay.
Repeat again for UPS 1214. You came in very quiet there for the whole clearance.
UPS 1214, sorry about that. You're clear to the Austin airport. Bad cargo 4 departure, cargo transition, then as filed. Maintain 5,000, expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after. Departure frequency is going to be 132.32 and squawk 2617.
We're cleared to Austin via the cargo 4 departure, cargo transition, then as filed. Climb maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 132.32 and squawk is 2617. UPS 1214.
Nice.
UPS 1214, read back track and say preferred runway.
Say again for 1214.
UPS 1214, read back track and say preferred runway.
Runway 35 right for 1214.
Yeah, Juliet, yep.
Okay.
UPS 1214, Roger. You can expect runway 35 right.
Forgot to tell him that.
Alright, we expect 35 right, 1214.
Yeah, you can say ready to taxi with Juliet. Alright, here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
Louisville ground, November 6318 Romeo is ready to taxi.
November 6318 Romeo, Louisville ground. Hello, I have your approach practice request, clearance on request, stand by number 4.
Louisville ground, November 1137 Victor, ready to taxi.
Clearance upon request.
Echo
Golf,
and I have Juliet.
No, it's clearance on request.
So do I got to ask him for clearance?
Ground, I have your clearance on request.
He will call you.
Okay, did he say the same thing to me? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
So we can just taxi and hold
All
short?
aircraft, be advised, information
hold short of
below
Echo.
is not current at Louisville.
Because you're doing IFR clearance, not VFR, I'd kind of recommend just staying in your parking spot.
Louisville ground, Delta 632, radio check.
So he's going to tell us when we can move. Correct, STW?
Delta 632, 5x5, copy that.
STW might be busy.
Yeah.
Good evening, Louisville ground, United 1721, IFR to JFK this evening, when you get a chance. United 1721.
We're holding for him to tell us to taxi.
Yeah, he'll give you your IFR clearance first, which will be, cleared to Louisville Muhammad Ali International or whatever he decides to
And
call
number
it.
53.
Then you get taxi.
64 Alpha
true.
over ground.
And we don't
can't
have
do it. You can't do it at the same time.
Ready to copy.
And we don't even have a squawk yet.
Yeah. That's the IFR clearance I'll give you.
Okay.
It's using
Remember-
craft, which actually I don't know if I even told you guys really what that is.
5364 Alpha, you're clear
That's in discussion channel
to
about
the
that.
Kilo Sierra Yankee Mine Airport. My video back to Saito. Maintain
Yes.
30,000.
Sleeper Chris, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for the welcome back. Thank you for the sub. God, it just seems like yesterday that you subbed, man. What the heck is going on? Welcome in.
Clear to Moorhead via radar vectors. Then saddle 3000. Expect 9000 10 minutes. Departure 132.32. 5512.
So the part that's throwing me.
Number 5364 Alpha, reback correct. Person start UP progression. Copy for taxi.
The part that's throwing me is when he says.
Will advise ready taxi.
Clearance upon request.
Will advise.
So I thought I had to request.
Will advise ready taxi. 24 Alpha.
But it sounds like I gotta wait for him.
Number 5364 Alpha, runway 35 right. Taxi via Delta.
35 right, and if you repeat the taxiway.
Runway 35 right. Taxi via Delta.
35 right via Delta 6 Alpha.
And number 5364 Alpha, just verify spot mode Charlie.
I'm a little confused.
We're getting the code in there, we'll take.
See how this goes here.
Louisville ground Delta 632 requesting IFR clearance to Charlotte with info kilo.
Delta 632 Louisville ground, good evening. I have your clearance on request. Stand by number 5.
I have your clearance upon request.
November 6.
Yeah, he's kind of doing the
Romeo
phraseology a little
Louisville
wrong
ground.
there.
Was he just calling me?
Yep.
1-8 Romeo.
November 1A Romeo, for your approach practice is going to be VFR. So departure frequency is going to be 132.32 and squawk 0241.
Can you repeat the squawk code, please?
Remember 18 Romeo squawk 0241.
Squawk 0241. Departure will be 132.32.
Remember 1A Romeo reback correct. Present star UT expression. Copy for that.
What was the
we'll call
departure
when it
frequency?
132.32.
Delta 632 requesting taxi.
Okay, I guess we just gotta be patient.
You
got an invitation. I haven't got mine yet.
Louisville ground. You haven't got your FR clearance yet. Stand by.
So I don't have a squawk.
Yep.
See, he hasn't called me.
And it's all, I mean, we're interacting with different people and everything, so it's all good.
Yep, no, there's no bad thing about this. We're learning. But it will be, if you don't mind,
and
following
number
you.
1137 Victor, Louisville ground.
137 Victor.
Number 37 Victor, same for you. Your approach practice is going to be VFR, departure frequency 132.32, squawk 0242.
0242. 137 Victor, departure 132.32 and squawk 0242.
Oh, you broke off.
November 37 Victor, reback correct. Push
You got
on YouTube expression. Okay.
All right.
Just a sec, I got a
Give you a second there.
0242.
Yep.
0242.
Your squawk code in.
0242, yeah. Yeah, let me get my squawk code in. 0242.
Make sure you're on mode C or whatever it is you have to do there.
Okay, let me switch over to that. 0242.
Louisville ground, this is Douglas, November 38990. I don't know if you forgot about me, I know you were a little busy there. Request an IFR to Lexington.
Okay, and then as soon as we switch over to tower, I'm going to put that approach
November 3890, Louisville ground, south of that. I'm working on clear, stand by.
I think I'm ready to go.
Stole Sim for multiplayer on VatSim. It's group only. But yeah, it's so yeah, no live players. It's group only. And then if we wanted to see each other, you could invite me to your group, or I could invite you to a group, or something like that. I think, and then we'd be able to see each other. I think is how that works.
Oh,
but yeah,
Watch, do you see me?
I think so. Yeah, you're kind of behind me there.
Yeah, you're showing up as Bonanza.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, all right. Because I didn't hit group only. Sorry to interrupt there.
Okay. Stole Sim wants an invite. Let's see if I can do that here. How do I do that?
And November 3890, I have your clearance. Advise ready to come.
Ready copy, November 3890.
So I'm assuming we got clearance to go.
November 890, you're clear to Lexington Airport.
We got a request taxi.
5 arrival. Then as filed, maintain 3000, expect 5000 as your final altitude. Departure frequency 132.32 and
Okay, invite to group.
4245.
You bet.
Okay, expect a Clag 5 arrival into Lexington and as filed. Maintain 3000, expect 5000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is 13232. Squawk 4245, November 3890.
I should be looking at an approach chart and, like, you know, kind of familiarizing myself with
November
the
3890,
waypoints and stuff.
Yeah.
We will call momentarily, 3890.
I'm gonna get up in the air and not know where to go.
I want to confirm my squawk really quick. So I was typing it in. Louisville ground 137 Victor, confirming squawk is 0242.
November 1137 Victor, affirm, squawk 0242.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get up. We're gonna fly out of the area.
And United 1721 Louisville ground, have your clearance.
And you're.
Oh, we missed it.
What?
It's okay. I'm not in a hurry. He's getting ready to give somebody else a clearance.
So can we request taxi now?
We can, but he just called another airline to give them their clearance instructions.
Oh, gotcha.
So we should wait and see if that happens.
Okay.
So far, they're not responding to him. So I think I'm gonna go for it. Louisville ground, November 6318 Romeo is ready to taxi.
November 18 Romeo, runway 35 right. Echo to taxi via Echo to cross runway 29.
35 right via Echo 2, cross runway 29er.
Oh, geez.
Louisville ground, November 6318 Romeo with a request.
Go ahead.
Think about an intersection departure at Gulf there on 35 right.
November 18 Romeo, sorry, your block, say the intersection you asked for again?
At Gulf, 35 right.
November 18 Romeo, runner standby.
And Louisville ground, United 1721. Not sure if you called me, but ready to copy whenever you are.
Did he say we could do Gulf?
1721, you're clear to the Joint Afghanistan International Airport.
Oh,
Flight 5 departure. Flight safer transition as filed. Maintain 5000. Expect level 330 minutes after. Departure frequency is going to be 132.32 and squawk 3411.
Roger, clear to the JFK International Airport via the Fedra 5 departure, shipper transition. Maintain 5,000. We'll expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency will be 132975 with a squawk of 3411 on the box, United 1721.
United 1721, just verified the departure frequency is going to be 132.32, 32.32.
Roger, 132325, yes, for the departure frequency, United 1721.
Well, we can go down to Echo 2.
1721, get back.
We've already requested golf, so I guess we'll just wait and see what he wants us to do.
Discretion, we'll call for taxi, United 1721.
We'll just wait and see, Fox, what he wants us to do.
Yeah, I don't think we can move yet, though.
Yeah, no, I agreed. Well, I'll tell you what, this
Louisville ground, this is Douglas November 3890. We're ready to taxi.
This printed copy is so nice to look at.
Right? It really helps.
It really does.
Oh, Resolated. Thanks for the follow. Well, I thought you were following already, but thanks for the follow. That's awesome. Thank you.
Number 3890.
Just sitting here on the tarmac for an hour.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's a learning experience. My brain is just spinning.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot to keep track of here.
Just anticipating what we're going to be doing. And it's like,
Yeah.
November 3890. Sorry about the wait. Runway 35 right at Echo 2 taxi via Echo 2 cross runway 29.
Oh, dude.
Okay, 35 right, via Echo 2, taxi Echo 2 cross 29er right, or 29er, 3890.
Resolated with a subscription. Nice. He followed in a sub, man. That's awesome. Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
6318 Romeo, Louisville ground.
Oh, 18 Romeo.
Number 18 Romeo, your departure is above Echo 2. You can taxi via Echo Golf.
Taxi via Echo Golf approved for intersection departure 35 right, 18 Romeo.
Did I request that? I don't remember now.
You did, but he might have forgot. I had to remind him.
And is any other aircraft still looking for clearance?
Louisville ground 137 Victor request departure Echo Golf 35 right.
All right, let me flip this bird around here. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
November 137 Victor, runway 35 right at Golf, taxi via Echo Golf.
Okay. That's you taxiing out there right now, correct?
Yep, that's me.
You're in the Bonanza. Okay.
I'll wait for you guys.
Oh,
I was gonna sneak behind you, but around you.
Oh, sorry. Or just
you're
sneak
fine.
behind, right behind me then. Okay, now Navigraph comes into play.
You're good.
Let's look up here at Navigraph. Oh, I almost chewed your tail off, Flox. That wouldn't have been cool.
I see a couple A320s in front of me right now.
All right, Flox,
is that what we look like to you?
Yeah.
And number 6318 Romeo, on contact Rural Tower 124.2. Enjoy your flight.
124.2. Thank you.
And November 1137 Victor, same for you. You can contact Rural Tower 124.2. Enjoy your flight.
Same for me.
Okay, now we're on 127, so now I'm ready to do...
5 Heavy, Louisville Tower.
Left clear lane.
Flox, just a recommendation. Let's hold
Fair
short
wing
for a second on
2077.
golf.
Okay.
Welcome to Indiana. Welcome to Louisville Lakes. Arrival Naval, contact ground .7. Good night.
Our second radio or standby.
Okay.
So let's just hold
Right,
short
one
on golf for a second.
173, 2077.
Okay, we're coming on golf.
Yeah, Louisville Tower, November 6318 Romeo, taxiing via Echo for intersection departure at Gulf. 35 right.
Good evening, November 6318 Romeo, Louisville Tower. Wind calm. Fly runway heading, runway 35 right. You're clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. I'm gonna be holding for a moment. I'll contact you here in a second.
Okay, so let's put that
Roger.
real quick.
Departure clearance is canceled. Advise when ready.
Will advise.
132.32. So now we're gonna go boom.
132.32.
2.32. So now we can just click it. There we go.
Mine's a little different, but I'm gonna put it in here so I just don't have to look for it. It's right there.
Okay. Louisville Tower, November 1137 Victor. Taxi Echo, hold short Gulf for runway 35 right.
Good evening, November 1137 Victor, Louisville Tower.
Yeah, Louisville Tower, November 6318 Romeo's ready to depart.
Get November 6318 Romeo, wind calm, fly runway heading, runway 35 right, you're clear for takeoff. Caution traffic, arriving traffic on parallel is a Boeing 767, no factor.
We'll keep a lookout and clear for takeoff 35 right, 18 Romeo.
EPS 1305 heavy, caution traffic, under the departing parallel is a P22 and an 8, should be no factor.
Keeping an eye out for traffic, EPS 1305.
Hey, I'm almost up in the air. I'm getting nervous now.
No.
Thank you, Trey.
Louisville Tower, 137 Victor, ready for takeoff. 35 right.
And number 137 Victor, runway 35 right at Gulf, line of away.
Let the fun begin, says DH. I just noticed I don't seem to have the power I should too. My turbo boost.
Number 6318 Romeo, contact level departure 132.32. Have a good flight.
132.32. Thank you. Okay, runway heading. Runway heading. Let me get my autopilot
Number
going.
1137 Victor, wind calm. Fly runway heading, runway 35 right, clear for takeoff.
132.
Sky clear.
.32. Why am I not going runway heading here?
Okay, I'm gonna.
And you 35, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, UPS 635, heavy.
And UPS 635 heavy, did I ever give you a runway to expect?
Yeah, if you could.
I did or I did not?
Oh, you didn't, sorry.
UPS 635, expect radar vectors for the visual approach runway 35 left.
Radar vectors approach 35 left, UPS 635, thanks.
Approach, got 526 for Alpha, still on that runway heading, looking to see if we can go to direct saddle.
Number 6-4 Alpha, clear direct saddle.
Clear direct saddle, 6 for Alpha.
Number 5 Golf Juliet, flight heading 080 to Louisville Airport. We'll be at your 9 o'clock in 15 miles, port in sight.
Okay, Flux, what heading are you
Flight
on
heading
now?
080,
man, I'm all over
report
the
the field
place.
in sight, Eclipse 5
I'm
Golf
trying
Juliet.
to stay on runway heading, but it's not working. I'm having a hard time right now.
Gotcha.
I don't know why.
He hasn't told me to switch to departure yet.
He told me.
Yep.
Yeah, Louisville departure, November 6318 Romeo, heading on runway heading, looking for approach practice.
Number 6318 Romeo Louisville approach. Radar contact. And do you want tree 5 left or tree 5 right for the practice approaches?
Boom.
If 3-5 left is less in use, let's go 3-5 left.
And number 6318 Romeo. Fly heading 270 vectors for the ILS runway 35 left.
Oh, I see you.
270, 18 Romeo.
You're over there.
Eclipse 5 Golf Juliet, we have the field in sight.
5 Golf Juliet, clear the visual approach to runway 35 right.
Cleared visual approach 35 right, Eclipse 5 Golf Juliet.
Okay, 143, in case I didn't say so already, contact level tower 124.2.
270, 270, come on now. Okay, let's try this again. That's that.
And UPS 635, flighting 090, and then traffic will be to your 11 to 12 o'clock for the visual to the right side, report that inside.
All of a sudden.
Flighting 090,
and what's your airspeed?
Oh man, I'm cruising. I'm at 140, 120, 30.
Okay, good, good. Don't mind that at all.
Okay, 270.
270 is what we're supposed to do?
Well, that's what he asked me to do, yeah.
He hasn't contacted me yet. I'm on 132.
You have to contact
Number
him.
5 Golf Juliet, confirm you're lining up for the right side.
Just tell him you're departing
Affirmative,
runway
Eclipse
heading,
5 Golf Juliet.
looking for approach practice, and then he'll tell you what to do.
Number 1137 Victor, Louisville approach, you on this frequency?
That's right, I forgot I got to contact him. That's up to me.
He just tried to contact you.
I didn't hear him.
132.32, your radio.
Yeah, I'm on.
Oh man,
hey, Treetop, when are you going to contact me?
I'm trying to. I just did. 132.32.
There's supposed to be a 5 on the end. It's the mystical hidden 5 that's always supposed to be there.
Oh, it's a 132.325?
Yeah, and you're supposed to also maintain runway heading. I see you turning. And runway heading up to 3,000.
All right.
You're not following flocks.
Well, hang on.
I hear you.
UPS 835 Heavy, sorry, forgot about you there for a second. Fly heading a tree 10 in Louisville Airport to be to your 12 to 1 o'clock and 15 miles port inside.
310
departure
113 Victor.
Oh, he's talking. You can't talk. He's talking.
Oh yeah.
Okay, UPS 635, say again. Someone talked over you.
That's us. We fair warning.
And heading 310. UPS 635 Heavy.
Oh my god.
UPS 635 Heavy, cleared the visual approach runway 35 left.
DHS good night. Have fun, alright. Good luck.
Good night, DH.
He should do this.
Number 5 Golf Juliet, contact level tower 124.2.
Contact tower 124.2, Eclipse 5 Golf Juliet.
Just fly IFR. Let them do all the work.
Number 1H Romeo, fly heading 180.
180, 18 Romeo.
Louisville departure, November 1137 Victor, trying to fly. Departure.
180.
Number 1137 Victor, Louisville departure, squawk ident.
What'd he say?
Squawk your ident.
That means you hit the ident button on your transponder.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh man, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies.
And 1137 Victor, fly heading tree 50 for a moment, please.
Okay. Where's my ident? I thought I hit that already. Ident. There it goes. And what? Louisville departure 137 Victor, fly, repeat heading.
Number 1137 Victor, let's make it a heading of tree 10, and you are radar contact about 1 miles northwest of the Louisville airport. You can expect radar vectors for the ILS runway tree 5 left approach.
5. Oops, no, I'm going the wrong way. Jesus.
UPS 1214, Louisville approach, you on this frequency?
Affirmative, we just switched over
breathing.
to 1214.
UPS 1214, Louisville approach, your radar contact. Climb maintain a 10,000.
Climb maintain 10,000, UPS 1214 heavy.
350.
Hey, there's Curtis.
Number 1137 Victor, turn left heading 170.
Turn left 170. 137 Victor, turn left 170.
Louisville departure, good evening. This is November 3890, 2000 for 3000. Runway heading.
November 3890, Louisville departure, radar contact. Maintain 5,000 and just maintain runway heading for now.
Maintain runway heading up to 5,000, 3890.
Whew. Hey Stu, would I have hit somebody if you would have just gave me the direct to Clegg?
He might not be able to hear you.
Approach. Delta 1736. We're descending on the Tigger. Tigger 3 or arrival at rehab connection 0.
Delta 1735, Louisville approach. Say the location from the field.
We're on the arrival right now. Descending to the Tigger 3.
You're on which arrival?
Tigger 3.
Into what airport?
Covington.
Okay, Delta 1736, you're outside my airspace, frequency change approved.
Let's say I got the wrong one. Sorry about that.
Number 3890, clear direct Lexington VOR.
Curtis?
Clear direct Lexington VOR, 3890.
Curtis, I see you over there. Thank you for being my North Star for the airport.
And UPS 1214, unfortunately Indianapolis Center is offline. Radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, UPS 1214 heavy, see ya.
UPS 635, do you want me to head over to the tower?
UPS 635, contact level tower 124.2.
124.2, UPS 635, thanks.
Number 6318 Romeo, flighting 150.
150 for 18 Romeo. It starts jumping.
Okay, I see the... So it's going to be a left base, I'm assuming.
He's vectoring me in.
How's he doing that?
He's just giving me... I'm at 3,000 and he's just telling me headings, you know. Alright, turn to this heading, turn to this heading.
Oh yeah, he's doing the same to me. Okay, yep. Got you. Okay, well, as long as we can follow instructions, we might make it through this.
And then
you guys can practice ILS approaches.
Trying.
Yeah, that's... Yep.
In RNAV.
I'm going to need to know the frequency. I need to know that frequency for 35 left. I probably should look at the approach plate.
I think it's 110.55.
Yeah, that's remember Epic said 110.55. We already have that punched in on standby.
Okay.
And the heading is 350. I just know that because I flew into 35 left earlier.
Yeah, but okay.
Number 1137 Victor, fly heading 150.
137 Victor heading 150.
Oh. Flocks, what I'm saying is not your heading course, like what he's telling you to fly. The CRS, I believe it is. Your heading bug.
Yeah. 4 Alpha, leave my airspace to the east. Indianapolis Center's offline. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved.
Yep, I got 3502.
Radar service terminated. Radar service terminated. Frequency approved. 6 Bravo. Good night.
Thanks for the backup on that. Oh, go ahead.
I've flown ILS long enough times in Muhammad Ali. It's 110.55 for left, and I believe it's 109.8 for right, 35 right.
What's that?
All right, how you feeling with the approaches today?
Oh, the vectoring's going fine for me.
Yeah.
It was a little sketchy when I was taking off and trying to maintain runway heading. I had a little issue.
Exists. You don't need to hand fly.
No, I had a problem. I had a problem with the autopilot, and then I got it sorted, so I'm good now. But yeah,
even Treetop, he's not using autopilot.
I'm not using autopilot.
He's 300 feet too high, and technically I should be getting on him about that.
I think I'm 100 feet too high.
Your ground guys.
100's kind of fun.
Your ground guy's a little. He's not a clutch performer.
No, really.
Now, you gonna hand us back over to tower?
Eventually.
Yeah. Okay.
That should click. Okay.
What's going on with those guys over by Robinson and a little nav map? Let me pull it up. There's like 3 of them doing formation flying or something up there. Right behind tree. I don't know if they're in VatSim or not.
Autopilot's on. Oops, wrong way. Wrong way, Corrigan. 150.
And number 389er0, leave my airspace to the east. The only traffic observed between you and Lexington is a Skyhawk at 9,000. You're about you're 11 o'clock. Should be no factor. And radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Going Unicom, appreciate you, 3890.
Okay, so tower is going to be 124.2. Should learn how to do this to switch my radio.
Yeah, we don't have to take ground till we're landed.
124.2.
So I'm ready to switch to tower when he hands me off. All I got to do is
that
click
one
it.
up, put that one down.
And I finally hit autopilot. I should have done a long time ago. Whole lot easier.
And Louisville departure, United 1721.
United 1721, low departure, radar contacts the altitude.
Passing through 2,800.
Thanks, Colts.
United 1721, car maintain 10,000.
Roger, up to 10,000, United 1721.
And number 6318 Romeo, fly heading 080.
080.
Why not the
Romeo.
one going to
080.
Yeah, no.
Well, if you try to do this without at least 2 screens, I don't know how you'd do it.
8?
Yeah, I keep VPilot up on 1 at all times.
Yeah, I'm back and forth.
Number 6318 Romeo, fly heading 020.
Well, it's not second screen. I use a tablet.
Romeo.
I just have a tablet plugged into my computer. And then I use it as a double observer as a second screen.
Yeah, I just have 2.
Yeah.
There it is.
Another good way to learn how to play around with
Number
switching
6318 Romeo, you are
and then you can listen
7
to both
miles
frequencies
from
as
Ali.
set up right,
Maintain
and
the
that's
020
also the
heading
reason I keep up VPilot, because
until established
see
on the localizer. Maintain at
frequency that you
3,000
have
feet until established on the
activated, and
localizer.
if
Cleared to ILS, runway
on the
tree
plane,
5
obviously
left
it's gonna
approach.
be light, or it's going to be blue on VPilot. So, and then you'll see TX for that's the one that
ILS,
if you talk,
will
you're going to
maintain
talk on that
till
frequency.
the localizer when it
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's why I keep it up, because I'll listen to both frequencies at once.
I gotcha. Makes
Looking
sense.
for that localizer now.
Does he put you on left, 3-5 left?
Yeah, we're on 3-5 left.
Oh,
He asked for it. If you want the right side, just call me on the frequency.
Oh, I want the right
Make sure I know which one you want.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have Navigraph now. I could taxi. It doesn't matter.
Alrighty. What do I
No,
want to
no,
take?
it's not about taxiing. It's about which approach you want. 'Cause, I mean, if you guys, you can go around and do another lap. And,
Well,
like, you know, it's whichever one you have programmed in too.
Oh, I have 110.55. That's for 3-5 right, correct?
I don't know. You look it up.
When's come on?
I am not
And
picking up the localizer.
departure, 1721, let's do flight level 100.
Blocks you.
At 1721, Indy Center's
Good thing.
offline. Radar
I'm
service
with you.
terminated. Frequency change approved.
I'm taking the RNAV this
Roger, what are
time
you
in
Unicom? Let's do this way.
Lexington.
Have a great night. See ya.
I'll never do that.
I'm not picking it
Gotcha.
up.
Blocks, are you coming down?
And number 6318 Romeo, seems you missed the localizer for the left side there. Flighting 320 to intercept.
320
Double check that
intercept.
you have VLOC on if you have the GNS.
I don't have.
instead of
I'm
CDI.
using steam gauges.
Oh. What aircraft you flying?
Norman. Yeah, I'm not picking it up. I'm picking up something else. I'm picking up 3-5 right.
Actually, Phlox looks like you have it for the right side.
Yeah. What is the frequency for the left?
Yeah, I don't know. Just
me a
ask
second.
for the right side, and I'll clear you for the right side.
All right.
Yeah.
And Louisville approach November 6-3 when requesting approach for the right side.
Number 6318 Romeo, could the ILS approach runway tree 5 right.
Clear for 3-5 right. When running. All right, let's skip that look.
And number 1137 Victor, flight heading 080.
137 Victor, heading 080.
And I'll just put you on the right side.
November 733 Tango Lima, climbing 15,000 for 3,000, runway heading.
Number 733 Tango Lima, low departure radar contact. Climb maintain 5,000.
There it
Climb
is.
maintain 5,000, 3 Tango Lima.
Overshot a little bit. It's okay. I'll get it back. Overshot it a little bit. I'll get her. Oh. Okay, where is my... Hit it? I need to go down.
And remember, 137 Victor, you are 7 miles from UPSCO. Turn left heading 020, maintain at 3,000 until established on the localizer. Clear ILS, runway tree 5 at right approach.
Blocks.
Louisville approach,
Blocks, I'm gonna look
repeat
at,
heading.
Heading
Head up,
020.
137 Victor, heading 020.
And number 1137 Victor, maintain at 3,000 until established on the localizer, and you are cleared the ILS approach, runway tree 5 right.
Maintain 3,000, cleared for 35 right, local right control. Approach.
35 left, 109.35. Same course.
They're already doing the right side.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing the right side.
Remember, tree Tango Lima, flighting 130 vectors for the
I
ILS,
think
runway
that's my
tree
fault.
5 right approach.
1055. That's 35 right.
130, reps for 35 right approach, 3 Tango Lima.
Apologies on that.
I think Epic gave it to us too.
Yeah.
And we were thinking about doing 3-5 right initially.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Well, if you want to switch, you know, if you get to clearance or switch, there's 109.35 is the other one. You could throw that on the other one.
Yeah, I
The other comp, so you can
already
come over.
Yeah, I already got on 3-5 right.
Roger.
Number 6218 Rainbow, contact low tower 12442.
12442. Oh my god.
Did he tell you to contact Tower yet? Flux?
Yeah, just now.
Just now, okay.
And Louisville Tower, November 6-3, unit rail on final for touch and go, 3-5 right.
And when Romeo, you're still with approach.
Hey, Crumba.
137 Victor, 3-5 right, correct.
4. 2. And
correct.
Louisville
Got
Tower, November 6-3, winning rail on short
far.
final for touch and go, 3-5 right.
Number 6318 Romeo, wind calm, runway 35 right, you're cleared for touch and go. On the go, climb and maintain 3000, fly runway heading.
Climb and maintain 3000, runway heading, 18 Romeo. Pretty friggin' steep. So, I mean, yes, the ILS course got me here. I did not see a glide slope come into play at all.
Interesting.
I was trying to look for that. Oh, I guess I should put gear down. Oh man, task saturation. That's why you do this in the sim first, folks. Put her down a little hot. That's alright.
I should have given you guys like 30-mile finals or something, just so you could figure it out.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Or give them at least a 20-mile final.
Yeah, they were pretty close to. They were like 15.
Or 15, yeah. Everybody should experience the ILS at least once.
The closest I can get them is like maybe 8 or 9 miles.
Louisville Tower, November 1137 Victor, approach for 35
Don't forget,
right.
Tree, you got to turn on the localizer. Because the line's starting to
Number
come in.
6318 Romeo, contact Louisville departure 132.32, see you in a minute.
You got to turn to runway heading, or the ILS heading.
What am I missing here?
Well, you just passed right through the localizer. You're supposed to turn onto the localizer.
Number 1137 Victor, you look for touch and go.
Approach mode before that. You probably missed that instead of heading.
137 Victor, full stop.
Might as well take your heading bug and just.
And number 1137 Victor, wind calm, runway 35 right, clear to land.
Miss it.
Clear to land, 137 Victor. Okay, yes,
Number 6318 Romeo, contact Louisville departure 132.32.
I've already passed it up. So just turn your heading bug like 40 degrees to the left, or just hand fly the plane, because you should be able to see the airport.
Now.
You should be able to see the airport at like your 11 o'clock there.
Yeah, I got it. I'm hand flying now. Another reason you should do this in a 152 that flies about half the speed of this thing.
And the thing about slow planes like that, though, is approach controllers hate them.
Oh, like they do. Oh,
yeah, because you get these fast planes that you gotta get to the airport, and you got this little slow guy. His top speed is 100 knots.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I'm in this one then.
It makes me have to do a bunch of math.
Is my DC-6 a tweener to that? It's slow on approach,
No,
but
no, you're fine. You can maintain like 210 or something like that. You're fine.
He told me. Tower told me to contact ground once I land.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. Louisville departure, November 6318 Romeo, departing runway heading 35 right, climbing to 3000.
Number 6318 Romeo, Louisville departure radar contact. Flight heading 210, vectors for the ILS approach, runway 35 right.
210, 18 Romeo.
And what is my... Yeah, my ILS isn't working.
210.
No, your thing's working right. It's just your autopilot's not flying it because you kind of missed it back there.
Oh, I see.
I mean, you can still hand fly it though.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
see
God.
the vertical part. It's there
Thanks,
on your
Colts.
OBS needle.
I just saw Colts' comment, but yeah, I think I used up that whole runway. I took off over the threshold. When I was pulling up my gear, I was on the Opposite end of the threshold there.
Yeah.
Number 3 Tango Lima, flighting 180.
Heading 1803 Tango Lima.
The heading is 180.
Woo.
1803 Tango Lima.
Oh, I thought you were just questioning it.
An experience.
Stu.
No.
Oh, hold on.
How about 149? Huh? 149. Not too shabby.
Oh, is that what you got? Nice job.
Yeah.
Phlox, did you realize that your plane you can't do the glide slope part with autopilot?
Yeah, with yeah. I was.
Well, I mean, you can. You have to use the auto trim to do it.
But I think I realized that I was just gonna manually fly it down on the glide slope, but I never saw the glide slope like get activated to where I could follow it down. So I'm gonna pay attention to that again.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I'll watch for that again. And it should be on this indicator right here is where I'm looking right here. So I might not have just known what to look for, so we'll see how it goes. Man.
Number 6318 Romeo, flighting 170.
Oh, 170 for 18 Romeo. 170, 170, 170, 170.
Good old instrument flying.
Go.
See, what am I at? I'm at, I think I'm at Echo 2. Yeah.
Curtis is still my North Star down there. Thank you, Curtis. Wonder who those three guys are that I see on. They can't be on VatSim.
I couldn't hear what he said.
There's three guys: Neutral, Dags, and Winterband, over Louisville, proper downtown, and it's like they're just following.
They're not on VatSim.
They're not.
Okay,
yeah.
I gotta ask. Okay, guys, I gotta ask them again.
Okay, go for it.
Louisville approach, United 28 Bravo with you, flight level 290.
28 Bravo, Louisville approach, Louisville altimeter 3006, cross nerve at 10,000, and squawk at end.
Altimeter 3006, cross nerve at 10,000, I think I'll take a bit more than that, United 28 Bravo.
United 28 Bravo and squawk ident. If you're able to cross that at 10,000, then let me know.
Oh, this is the one I should have done right here, probably.
I will try my best, sir. Squawk ident. United 28 Bravo.
Oops, went too far. There's Echo there.
So tower is 124.2. I just.
United 28 Bravo, your radar contact 52 miles northeast of the Louisville airport. And again, just let me know if you can't cross that waypoint at 10,000. I don't think you're going to be able to.
Don't you underestimate me, sir?
Well, we'll see if you can make it. It's like 12 miles.
So Colts, you're turning my 8 into a B, but it still looks like an 8. So yeah, I see that in chat. N631.
Hey, United 28 Bravo, how about this? Descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000, United 28 Bravo.
Okay, so what I could have done better.
And remember, Tree Tango Lima, fly heading 260.
260, 3 Tango Lima.
Early on, if I would have activated the autopilot, I would have saved myself a lot of stress.
Oh yeah. I can.
And number 3, Tango Lima, I assume you have good experience with practice approaches?
As soon as you can hand off flying.
I think I could capture the localizer.
Altitude hold and just tune in.
Alright, we'll get you in pretty tight to the airport here.
Okay, hang on. He told me something here.
Okay,
Roger, 2 Tango Lima.
So what altitude do I need to be at a specific waypoint to pick up that glide slope?
If you look at the chart, it'll show it at the bottom.
Okay,
the vertical profile.
Let me look for it.
Oh, I see. I couldn't hear him. Just.
United 28 Bravo, you can expect radar vectors for the visual approach runway 35 right, and at the Louisville VOR flighting 170.
So sorry, so flighting 170 now, United Bravo?
Do not fly 170 now, fly heading 170 once you are over the Louisville VOR.
Fly heading 170 once above the Louisville VOR.
I got to get out of the way here.
2400. Parcel. 2400.
Yeah, I screwed up here.
So, the way this clocks, the way it works is it's a beam straight out. So if you're at 2400 at upsco, you're okay. You know, if you're at 3000.
November 3 Tango Lima, you are a mile and a half from upsco. Turn right heading 330. Maintain 3000 until establishment of localizer. Clear dials from a 35 right approach.
Above 20, well, you know, anything from ground up to 4000 at Pegasus, anything from ground to 3000 upsco, and anything ground to 2400 at Parsco or.
Number 3 Tango Lima, you cleared the ILS approach from 35 right.
If you really want to stay at 2400. Yeah.
And number 3 Tango Lima, maintain best forward speed until a 5-mile final. Contact Global Tower 124.2.
Just request to stay at 2400 feet and then circle the airport.
So 5-mile final, 2 Tango Lima, over the tower.
Louisville departure November 6 318 Romeo with a request.
One Romeo, go ahead.
Altitude changed to 2400.
I'm gonna keep you at 3000 for now.
Roger.
I'm coming in, and Stu vectored me in.
They've got these things called minimum vectoring altitudes you gotta deal with.
And I couldn't switch it in time on the DC6 because DC6 are a little complicated.
Actually, we can give you number 18 Romeo. Better maintain 2500.
Well, it's not that it's complicated. It's similar to all of them.
Number 18 Romeo, fly heading 080.
Far away from each other. So I'm sitting there switching, and I missed catching the localizer. So here I am at like Hosco, chasing the localizer down, and eventually I caught it like, I don't know, 2 miles or 2.5 miles from the runway. I'm sitting there chasing the glide slope. Eventually I caught it though. I caught it, flipped it on real quick, and boom, let it. It's like an auto land until you get within, I don't know. I usually kick off the autopilot right about halfway, or right as I'm hitting the runway. Maybe 50 feet above.
And remember 18 Romeo, flying 060.
060 for 18 Romeo. 060, 060.
Alright, let me.
Man, it always jumps right at the end, right? I get close to it. 060.
I think I'm done flying tonight, so let me tune in.
Oh, 2500. 2500. There we go. Almost went through it.
I'm assuming he's letting me in then. He didn't answer. He's probably ticked at me.
500. There. Walk that in.
I'm just going to go park.
Ourselves a notch of flaps. Let's get the gear down so I don't have to forget about it. Okay, we're looking to pick up that localizer.
Did you go back up again, Vlogs?
Yeah. I'm getting ready to land though. Getting ready to pick up that localizer. That's what I should do, is switch over to nav. That's what I need to do. Switch over to nav. Then I don't gotta worry
Number 18 Romeo, you are 4 miles from UPSCO. Turn left heading 020. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 35 right approach.
Can you repeat that?
Just turn left heading 020 for now.
020, 18 Romeo.
And intercept the localizer.
0, come on baby, come on baby.
And number 18 Romeo, you are 3 miles from UPSCO. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 35 right approach.
Put the ILS 35 right approach.
Well, I didn't kill anybody.
And maintain 3000 until established.
Probably check ground controller off.
Maintain 3000 until established.
Didn't quite hear. Once it's on the ground, you got to watch for traffic on the ground too.
Back up to 3000. I thought I was able to go to 2500, so I got to climb again a little bit here.
See if I can see you.
Okay.
Potential aircraft, this frequency. Information X-ray is current at Godman. Wind calm, altimeter 3007.
That's weird. I could see on the runway, but I couldn't see you once I got in the air.
Google departure, November 425, Golf Juliet, 3000 for 5000, RNAV grips.
Number 425, Golf Juliet, Louisville departure. Radar contact, climb maintain 10,000.
Climb maintain 10,000, Eclipse 5 Golf Juliet.
And number 5, Golf Juliet, clear direct O sign.
Alright, looking for this glide slope indicator.
Clear direct O sign, Eclipse 5 Golf Juliet.
This time I turned on the mode from heading bug to course. The course is tuned into 350. Oh, I'm lined up. I don't got to worry about that anymore. Now I'm looking for the glide slope. Let's see if I can see a glide slope indicator going in on anywhere. Where is a glide slope indicator? I think this is
United 28 to Bravo, flight heading 160.
160 for United 28 Bravo.
Number 18 Romeo, contact Lowell Tower 124.2.
124.2, 18 Romeo. 4.2. Yeah, Louisville Tower, November 63, 18 Romeo, and final for full stop, 35 right.
Number 6318 Romeo, wind calm, runway 35 right, you're clear to land.
Clear to land, 18 Romeo.
And number 5328 Zulu on the rollout from that 180, enter a crosswind for for runway 35 right. I will call your downwind leg.
Well, let me see if this goes up as I go down.
Crosswind for 35 right. You'll call my downwind 280.
Wait. It's telling me I need to pitch up? I gotta figure out how to read that. That's my next little homework assignment. How to read this thing, because I've never used it before. I'm using it tonight. It looks like the arrow's pointing up, so maybe I need to pitch up here. See what happens. I'm gonna fly level here for a minute. Just fly level and see if that line, that horizontal line, comes up. I'm looking for this little line right here to come up. I want this to be level, I think. Right, I got this up arrow. If I'm up, that's telling me I need to go up. If I'm too high, then the down arrow should come on. But no, that's not what's happening. I should be a lot
And
lower.
5328 Zulu, enter a right downwind for runway 35 right.
So that's not right.
Right downwind for 35 right, 28 Zulu.
That's way too high. That is way too high. Let me drop down and see what happens now. Playing with it, just trying to figure it out. Hey, Curtis, looking good up there, bud. Watch my airspeed. A notch of aptitude. Here is down, 3 in the green. Make those pappies happy. I'm watching that horizontal line to see if anything happens here as I get lower. Come on, baby. Oh, there it is. I got it. I picked it up. I got it.
I will call your base.
I got it. I got the I got the glide slope working.
Roger.
Nice.
Oh, sweet. Mine didn't work. Oh, because I didn't get lined up good enough, probably. That's probably what it was.
Now I'm a little low. See, watch this. I don't know if you can see my screen, but watch this thing here. This needle is going to come down. It should be in the middle.
No, you've got nav map up there.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. What a failure of a streamer.
No, you're not.
Hey, number 733 Tango Lima, Houston on frequency, contact departure 132.32.
So
this
Flux,
needle right here, it needs to come down to the middle. It needs to be straight across.
Right. So what I think what SCW is, I didn't get the correct heading, so I didn't hit the localizer. I think that's why mine didn't work. He told me to fly 020, and I was about 30 degrees off of that, so I missed the localizer. That's why.
Oh, I see.
So
all right.
Mine didn't work.
There, it's working. See how that line is going straight across now?
Yep.
And my pappies are happy. I got 2 white, 2 red.
And you were using that 110.55?
I am using the 110.55, yes.
Yeah, okay. I might, on my own, I might come back and practice this one.
Number 5328 Zulu.
Just for fun.
Wind calm, runway 35 right, you're clear for the option.
All right, so autopilot's coming off.
35 right, clear for the option, 28 Zulu, touch and go.
Number 5328 Zulu, caution traffic arriving on 11-mile final.
Traffic in sight for 28 Zulu.
Settle this puppy in.
Number 6318 Romeo, welcome back to Louisville. You can exit right when able.
Take right when able, 18 Romeo. Negative 88.
Oh, you always have to beat me.
Okay, where am I here? Okay, looking for right here. Oh, shoot. Overspeeding it. There we go. And I'm in the grass.
Number 6318 Romeo, taxi straight ahead to the FBO. Have a great night.
Texting straight ahead to FBO, and thank you very much. Great experience tonight. 18 Romeo. Am I on a runway? Oh my God, where am I? I missed the taxiway. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Never mind. Woo!
Alright.
That was a challenge. Thanks, Colts. Oh, there are more landscaping surfaces. Oh my God. Oh man, I'm just ready to relax.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Got sweat going on there, Flox?
A little bit, yep. Oh man, first time doing that kind of stuff. Thank you, Colts. Man.
Yes, thank you.
That was great. I mean, it was.
Thank you. That was intense.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we've done it, it was. I needed to understand the whole process. So now it's a matter of practicing and getting better at it. So that runway heading, I guess the first thing I could have done is hit altitude hold, heading hold, and then I could work the radios all I needed to and use the heading bug to just turn whatever course they had me turned. And just reviewing, had I hit 020 like he told you to, I went right at that. So I think I missed the localizer. I think that's what the deal was. So then I was past it, so it didn't activate. I'm guessing because I didn't have.
Colts likes your point that you're making about what you could have done differently. He's like, perfect point, Tree. Yeah, he likes that.
Thank you. Yeah, I can see now. But the first time we did pattern work, we were all over the place too. So this was good. Thanks, Colt and Flux. Thanks for always pushing me to get out of the chair and go to the other one.
Bravo going around.
And I got to thank STW for pushing us because he's kind of throwing down the gauntlet.
Yes, thank you, STW. If you can hear us.
Unite 28 Bravo. Say reason.
But yeah, one thing I liked about this over pattern work is the circuit is way bigger.
Unite 28 Bravo.
So
fly runway heading and
heading
maintain
for
3,000.
several minutes.
Right.
So you have time to think about what you're doing, and if you're not trying to hand fly the airplane, excuse me, then you're thinking about what you're doing, and then you're working the radios as you need to. So and the heading bug as you need to. So yeah, this was great.
Whew. I agree. Yeah, that was a great experience. And STW, if you're there, thank you. And Epic and Sleeveless and STW and oh man, who else was helping us along the way? Guys in chat. Oh man. Let's see. Resolated says he's 9733 Tango Lima, just so you know, for future reference. All right, thank you for that. Let me make a note of that.
Yes.
Let me make a note of that. Resolated. It is November 733 Tango Lima. All right, go to that there. So hopefully I can remember that. And whew, all right, okay, we'll look for somebody to raid. It doesn't look like my son is going to be playing tomorrow night, because he's got a injury to his thigh. So I'll probably be streaming tomorrow night, Turi.
Okay. That works for me.
And then station announcement. My son's playing high school soccer. So here in the coming Thursdays, we'll probably move the Thursday streams to Friday for a little while the high school games are going on. Sleeveless, yeah, thank you also. Yeah, I did say thank you to Sleeveless.
Yeah, you said Sleeveless.
Yeah, I did.
I can't wait till you guys get the courage and do like a VatSim like leg flight across like the country or something like that.
Yeah, it's coming.
That's coming. Yeah, that'll be fun.
And you know what I like about what we're doing is we're taking it excruciatingly slow, right? And it's working for us, but also I want to bring people in that have been intimidated by VatSim in the past, and hopefully if they see us doing the same thing kind of over and over again, they'll get a little bit of comfort zone, maybe join us, and then to your point, eventually maybe there'll be a bunch of us going cross country flights, right? That's the dream.
Yeah, I agree. I like taking it slow, and I guess that's one thing. It's easy to get intimidated if you've got somebody that's very experienced and are going very quickly. It's too easy to get overwhelmed in many cases. So this is great. Just take our time.
And you guys are doing that. Like, for instance, if you guys never did this, then I would have never gotten on the VatSim. I would have never met Stu. And then I would never push myself. And I fly all over the place now. That's all I do is I do on air on VatSim.
That's awesome.
I mean, I literally planned out my flight this morning. I flew from Philly up to the upper shelf of Michigan in DC-6. Took forever. And then I did a leg down from upper Michigan, like the upper panhandle, down to Louisville, Muhammad Ali. And then I did a flight to Lexington. And I actually have another flight that I have to fly back to Northeast Philly and Philadelphia. And then it'll complete my legs, my return. But, yeah, that's all I do now is fly VatSim via on air.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's because of you guys.
That's
well,
awesome.
Thanks. That's just great to hear.
I hadn't realized that you were doing all that. That's amazing.
And then the Marriott with on air too is like that gives you all the purpose and all the complexity that you need. You know, to just like if you're doing it in real life.
Now, I will say this: when you hear no one ever really told me this. It's just something I just picked up on. When they say on request standby, or on request standby number 4, number 3, that means you're in a queue. So he'll contact you. Now, with that being said, ground tonight was a little sketchy, and what he should have done is he should have a little file system on his computer, and he should have all of our numbers in, and he should have us all queued up and take care of us one at a time. And it was apparent that he did not have that.
Yeah.
And
he's very new, as Colt says. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Very new. Like
he's probably telling himself, I need to get my queue on the computer. You know what I mean? He's probably doing the same thing we're doing.
Yeah.
Like Tree was doing a minute ago. Okay, what do I need to do? The heading on the way out, get the autopilot going.
I mean, he got thrown into wolves, and it was. I mean, come on now. There's right off the rip. I see 3, 4, 5. I see 5 departures, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 arrivals coming into Louisville at this present moment, and a lot of because Jeff Faviano, you guys know who he is. He's on ground right now in St. Louis, so there's a lot of cross flights going on between Louisville and St. Louis.
I didn't even think of that, cross flights between 2 streamers.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be.
I mean,
that would.
So that was going on, and because St. Louis isn't all that far from Louisville when you think about it flight-wise.
Yeah.
STW, I don't know if you were here earlier when we thanked you for throwing down the ILS gauntlet.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a guy that I had to send to contact me. He was at flight level 390, and he had 50 miles to go to get to Louisville.
My man was away from AFK flying is what he was doing.
He just didn't know when to descend.
Ooh.
Wow, EV Colts, give an example, you've seen 80 flights in the last 4.5 hours. Gives you some context. Yep, you're right.
Wow.
When he doesn't know to descend, that just tells me that he does not know his aircraft.
Gotcha. And SCW on that approach, when you said I missed it, I missed the localizer, it's because I didn't get the course dialed in correctly, right? I flew to the east of where I should have been, correct? Oh, he's back controlling.
Yeah.
So there's an app for descent calculation that I found.
Yes.
Descent calculator. Then you can.
There's a really easy way to calculate your descent for things.
Yes.
It's like 3 steps or something. You can do mental math with it.
Okay, I'm not ready for that yet.
I'd literally have a little screenshot of someone that told me how it works.
Well, put it in the VatSim discussion so we can see it. That'd be great.
So I would like to see that because my rule of thumb is I need at 200 indicated. I need 40 miles at 1,000 feet a minute descent to get down 10,000 feet. That's what I need when at 1,000. I need 40 miles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it depends on the winds, obviously. There's a lot that plays in effect. Sometimes I come down a hair bit late. Sometimes I come down a hair bit early. But I try to be early. I'd rather be early than be late. You don't, because case in point, you want to catch the localizer, especially if you're running into a lot of weather. Because I mean, I fly real weather, so there's nothing worse than not being able to see the runway at 10 miles out, and you're like, this isn't good.
Yeah. No. Right. Yeah. I hope this is right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. You
So-
want to have minimums.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they call minimums?
Yeah. Yep.
So each airline has their own policy for minimums that you don't land unless you have minimums at such and such altitude.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
so many miles. You know, well,
Right.
learned a ton tonight. So that's IFR flying, getting control. That was quite something.
And we got to practice this in clear weather, because the reason why we need
absolutely
this ILS training is so if it's pea soup out there, we're watching those gauges, and that's it. That's all we have is the gauges.
Not only that, there's one thing I've noticed, and
the
I could be
autopilot.
wrong, but the air is very choppy at low altitudes. You know, anything under, let's say, 7,000 feet, and especially if you're going through mountains, like the air is very, very choppy, and it's very, very turbulent at low altitudes. And if it's not a clear day, and you're like, man, I'm doing this hour-long flight, I don't want to sit here flying in choppy air at this low of an altitude, and the cloud cover, say the clouds are at 6,000 feet. You know what? I want to go above the clouds, especially if you're going to and from. That's where that's where it really comes in handy, where it's like, okay, you get up to, say, 12, 13,000 feet, which what I found to be very comfortable at that altitude for the most part. 13,000, anywhere between 13 and 16,000, I find to be a very comfortable. Once you get up above that, it can get choppy again, but usually under 10, for some reason in Microsoft Flight Sim, it's very, very choppy all the time. So,
Yeah,
me personally, that's what I
experience
like
the
to do.
same.
Yeah, I like to get up. I like to get up above it so that I, you know, because I'm doing missions, I don't want to sit there with the damn thing shaking the entire time. You know, just
right. Yeah,
that's
you
just me
want
personally.
smooth
Yeah.
air. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
that's where that really comes in handy as well. So you know.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, and just having the skill set to switch to IFR if you had to.
Yeah.
Is
And vice versa. You can cancel IFR and go VFR. And at any time, you know.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I could have canceled. I mean, I only did IFR just to get a direct waypoint to the Lexington VOR. That was the only reason why, to get cleared that way. But I could have said, you know, because I only flew 50 miles from the airport, so I could have been like VFR. I want to depart to the south or to the east. You know, I could have done that, and then just once I got out of his airspace, request direct to VOR or something. You know, or actually you don't have to request anything in VFR, but you can just do whatever as long as you don't bust any Bravos.
Right. You got to stay out of Bravos.
Yeah.
And as we're kind of summarizing and reflecting, one thing that I want to call out, especially if folks are new to VatSim, and it came in handy tonight. We were able to do it tonight. Is you can think of it as you're in charge. The pilot is in charge, and you have an intention. And our intention was tonight to take off at an intersection departure at Gulf, instead of taxiing all the way down Echo, all the way down to the end of that long runway, right?
Yep.
And so you announce your intention to control the controller, the ground controller in this case, and if they don't have any reason not to, you know, traffic or safety or anything, then they will grant you your intention, you know. So it's kind of fun to play with it that way a little bit, to say, I'm not necessarily at the whim of a controller.
Yeah.
You can put a spin on it and say, hey, this is what I intend to do. and direct your own destiny. So, anyways, we did a little bit of that earlier tonight, and I really appreciate that aspect of this whole thing.
Yeah, you're right. I did like that. And I got to say, for me it was easier because I was flying during day and you were night. But that Navigraph chart, you just do the pop out and stick it on your other screen.
Mm-hmm.
And once you're down, you can see exactly where you are.
Oh man, I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Yeah, I did the monthly, but I'm gonna switch it to yearly because it's a lot cheaper.
It's so worth it. It is so worth it. Navigraph is so worth it.
Yeah.
Good day, Mike.
Yeah, but yeah, between that Pro 42 or whatever it is, I get my hands around today, and Navigraph. Those two guys right there, those two utilities are huge.
Nice.
Just and for flight planning, I just haven't done enough flight planning on Navigraph yet to have all the super features. But boy, the airport maps are like golden. You know exactly where you're at. So good stuff. Well, thank you.
Thank you, SCW, thank you, Sleeveless, and everybody that helped us out tonight and participated on voice and in chat. And those of you that are watching us for the first time, or maybe you're a regular, thank you. It's great to be back.
Yep, it was. Thanks, Sleeveless.
I just came in to complain about the ground controller. That's all. No.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
But you know what?
He was a little slow, but
sorry.
He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out. Yes. Sometimes you gotta get thrown into the wolves to overcome adversity.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing with our VatSim experience.
Yep.
And Sleeveless, I stop me. I already told you this quick story of I got a friend who just retired from American Airlines. And at the time, he was the first officer. He retired to captain, but he was in O'Hare, and they were just piled up, and ground was not moving stuff, at least to the pilots. They were on the frequency to their satisfaction, and one of the pilots just got on there and said, "This is a shit show."
Oh.
Yep.
And the ground controller said, "Who said that?" And there's like 100 planes out there, like. Pretty sure the plane who said that is not going to open their window and put out a red flag. Oh, it was me over. It was me over here. Who said that?
If you ever listen now, we don't do it. I guess we don't do it on VatSim. I don't think they would really appreciate it. I don't know if they would really appreciate it or not appreciate it. But if you ever listen to Real ATC, when you're at an airport, like I never hear like Louisville ground. It's usually, hey, ground. This is yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know. Tower, you know, they don't actually say Louisville Tower, Louisville ground.
See.
You know, I found that out too. So
okay, that's interesting to know.
But I wouldn't pull that. I wouldn't pull that because case in point, like where we are, for instance, Stu is controlling 3 different airports, airspaces. So
yeah.
You know, that's where it's like, okay, Louisville ground. I'm at Bowman ground or Bowman. You know. So it lets them know where you are, especially center. Like if you're talking to center, you know, he might have 50 airports, and then sometimes he'll tell you if you're at an uncontrolled airport. This is another one. This is another one I've heard. On request on departure, meaning. Switch to and then he'll give you a switch to Unicom. Pretty much, he'll tell you to switch to Unicom, and then what it is you tell everybody that's on the ground is uncontrolled. If there's anybody else with you on that ground, you go on the frequency and tell them, hey, I'm taxiing to runway 3 for departure to the southeast or or I'm going to be flying runway heading or whatever. You just tell everybody that might be on the ground with you at that said airport, and then the second you get off the ground, you switch over back to center, and then say, "Hey, I'm flight level 1,000 for say you're going up to 6. Me, I fly between 13 and 16,000 feet in a DC-6. So, I'm at 2,500 going to 16,000 or something. But also at another time they might do that, but also they might give you a clearance and then tell you to contact them when off ground, like off the ground as well. And it's the same way. Like they'll give you a clearance, they'll give you a squawk and everything. I've seen it a couple different ways, but yeah, you just got to throw yourself into the fire sometimes.
Yeah,
once you do it,
true.
you know, do it enough times and boom, you're good to go.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah. We've learned lots, and you've kept going farther than we have, so it's great to get your expertise too.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
No, that's good to hear. That's awesome.
I mean, I'm no Stu, you know, but
well, we got a great environment here, and we got great folks to share it with, and you know, even more to come in 2024 with the new one coming out.
That's right. Yeah.
But the beauty is, unlike 2020, where we only had the legacy version, and we're all waiting for months. It seemed like it took forever. At least we have something that's it's real and it's fun and it performs. And so whenever that other one gets here, I'm not waiting at the doorstep type thing. It's like, no, I'm having fun now. So when it gets here, great. Let's take a look at it. But meanwhile, we're just having fun every day with this thing.
Yeah, we're right here with you, bud. Having fun with you. It's good stuff.
Yep.
All right, we are going to raid off. It looks like STW is actually still going. So let's
yeah, I'm not going for too much longer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pay it forward, and in case anybody that happens to be watching the VOD isn't familiar with your stream, we're gonna hit you up. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes there, STW. Everybody else, thank you so much tonight. Great experience. Looking forward to the next one. We should be online tomorrow night with a GA flight, which might involve a flight to New York in a 737.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
We might have to dust off either the 73 or the 320.
Yep.
Either one would work.
Yep.
I might have to download that new cockpit for the 320. They got an enhanced cockpit, I think. So, but I have the 737, so I guess I have to think about which one to use. But that'll be fun.
There you go. All right, guys. Thanks again.
Okay. We'll see ya.
Yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow. And until then, fly safe.
Take care, everybody.
basically